So Ellen Degeneres, the bad news just keeps on rolling in for her. Just when you think that she's about to make a U-turn and head back into her career, she unfortunately fumbles at one of the first few hurdles. Hey guys, that's Murad Murali, daily and consistent content. Click that button and subscribe, and let's get straight into the new updates that are rolling in for Miss Ellen Degeneres. We know that we last saw her doing her Netflix stint, which I believe was successful because, you know, plenty of people did watch it and, you know, pulled in to look at it. But that was in 2024 when she obviously made the comeback. She did state when she did this Netflix, you know, tour that this was the last thing that she was going to do, that you will never be seeing her ever again. She made that very clear in her statement. However, in the UK, where she now resides, she has announced a tour that she is going to do amongst different cities that she is going to go to. Reading, Bristol, Oxford, Bath, not London, but other cities. But what is interesting enough is that it's been announced today that the entire UK tour that she is doing has been pulled and tickets have been refunded. Tickets are no longer available for the Ellen's UK shows. The US comedian was due to be heading out to an In Conversation tour later this year. It's called In Conversation, taking in dates close to her home in the Cotswold. The shows were due to take place in Reading, Milton Keynes, Bath, Oxford and Bristol in October and November. But as of today, it's been announced that the dates no longer appear on ticket websites, and Beyond the Joke has been told that refunds actually have been issued. No reason has been given for the change in plans. BTJ, which is this article, has asked Live Nation for a comment. Degeneres and Portia bought a house in the Cotswold. They originally planned for the home to be a part-time house where they would spend 3 to 4 months, but made their move permanent after Donald Trump's second election victory. So I do believe that not enough tickets were sold. I think this is probably what the reason was, because why else would you suddenly pull out when you've been trying to get back into having your career? You're maneuvering around the UK, you're looking for talk shows in the UK from reports are saying like Loose Women and other shows, and yet you're trying to maybe put a stance around where you are residing, which is why you're doing these cities, yet you've suddenly pulled. This was announced, it's been like a month or so there's been more than enough time for people to buy tickets and sell out the venues. For her to be cancelling everything last minute and refunding tickets means that these events were not sold out. It was not enough capacity. The manager of all of this, the tour manager of all of this, was like, look, we don't really have a show because not enough people are coming. It's probably going to be looking embarrassing. Let's cancel it. I can't figure out another reason, nor do I know what other stuff that Ellen is going on in her busy schedule for her to be cancelling all of this, because last time I checked, she moved to the Cotswold for a peaceful life as it is. She's not really doing much there anyways. So I don't know what the reason is. Recently, she's gone viral in the UK because she was in a pub and she has changed her hair. And a lot of people are saying that this is a disastrous update on her appearance. And that she should actually revert back to the blonde. Objectively speaking, guys, I don't even think it's that serious. I think she looks fine in whatever color she wants to wear. I also don't believe that she looks that different. People are saying that she looks very creepily different. I think she looks the same. It's just different colored hair. I don't even think it's that much of a big difference. I think she's still recognizable. So I think it's a bit of a dramatic response to the hair from an objective purpose. Even though I'm not a fan of Ellen, I don't think that this story is that serious. But clearly it is to multiple people, because this video, for some reason, has garnered millions of views. And a lot of people are speaking about her new, you know, appearance, and that, you know, she should go back to the blonde because the brunette isn't doing it for her. Did you also know, guys, that in the Cotswold, she actually is building this huge multi-million profit business that she's been doing all over the world since 2020 during COVID, where everything spiked for her because of COVID, and it's still ongoing, where she is flipping luxury homes, and in doing so it's become a major profitable business for her and something that she likes to do. She can't even remember how many homes she's bought and sold. If that doesn't sound tone deaf to you guys, I honestly don't know what does, because the Ellen that first came and begged for a TV show was crying and thankful and humble, but as the fame reached her and she knew all these celebrities, things obviously went down the drain and completely changed for her. But yes, she has this luxury home business where she's buying homes, updos them, and obviously sells them at a much higher rate and is making a lot of money. So I don't think that Ellen Degeneres is broke. I think she's far from broke. I don't think she even needs to return because she's got enough money as it is. She's had a TV show for 19-20 seasons. She doesn't need the money. But at the same time, I feel like she doesn't want to go down. She doesn't want to accept defeat. And so I'm glad that something is going well for her, I guess. But the public career of, her being this big talk show host is a narrative of yesteryear. It's not going to return, and I think that she's adamant for it to return. National Enquirer reporting a month ago that she's upset. She's realizing that she can't maneuver with the career as she thought she was. She thought she would have been back by now doing whatever she needs to do, but unfortunately she's realizing that this is the case. And I think this is why this tour was basically pulled in the UK, because tickets are not selling. You moved to the UK, you are now a resident in the UK, you live in the Cotswold amongst fancy homes and fancy celebrities, and you thought that you could maneuver around the UK and sell out, but clearly there isn't enough demand. I mean, perhaps she would sell a show in London, but outside of that, there isn't enough demand in Milton Keynes. Like, why are you even doing a show in Milton Keynes? I think this was some kind of preemptive plan for her to launch a career in the UK by touring around, pleasing, producers and publishers for cable news channels, thinking that she could get some kind of stint somewhere. But I just don't think any cable channel in the UK wants to touch her with a 10-foot pole, especially with the new allegations that came out a month and a half ago that if anybody looks at her wife, she basically made them cry, would give them evils, and was basically rude around set, and people were just basically going through it because of the way that she acts and talks to people. So this is another Ellen update. The last one I gave to you was about a week and a half ago, but it looks like things still aren't looking up for her. And if there are more updates happening, I will definitely keep you guys updated on what is going on. Ellen. She's now out here also trying to support Rosie O'Donnell for whatever Rosie's going through right now. I think there was an article about her trying to support, and this is convenient because Rosie called her out for basically saying that she felt so bad that Ellen dumped the friendship. Now Ellen recently is coming out in an article saying that she supports Rosie. I think that, to me it smells like damage control. So, that's an update to their friendship demise as well. Do subscribe to the channel. It's just one click. That's all you guys have to do. Join Murad Nation. Become a Murader. Click that button and subscribe, guys. It goes a long way. I would really appreciate it. It's just one click to subscribe, and a tip if you guys wish to, giving you guys updates to the news, to the top stories every single day when it comes to litigation and pop culture. So click that button and subscribe, comment down below, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.